Find an interesting amplifier with a nice sound and a good price is nothing easy, but I told you that this year I was working and I will work most of the time on budget gears, because for have at home good sound and good music you don't need to spend too much. So a quick jump and let's review the Musical Fidelity M2si. Musical Fidelity was founded in 1982 by Anthony Michelson, a professional clarinetist and hi-fi enthusiast that sold his company in 2017 to Mr. Heinz Lichtenegger, that is also the owner of Project. M2 series is the entry level of the M series, where we can find the M2, 3, 5, 6 and 8. The M2 series is composed by the integrated amplifier that we are going to review today and also the M2s CD player. The design is very minimalist, very clean, with these small buttons where you can select your input, and we have a button for the on-off control. The volume knob is situated perfectly in the center of the amplifier and is giving you this sort of harmony that let me want to sit down and listening what he want to tell me. We got 6 input and a very useful home theater bypass mode. Damn, I love this home theater bypass mode because you can use your integrated amplifier for hi-fi and home theater, just taking from your receiver the front pre-out of the front speaker and connect it to the integrated amplifier, the M2si. And then with one click you can use the front speaker for home theater and also hi-fi system. That's really something very useful. And please remember to calibrate again your receiver with your microphone and the M2si on. Now it's very important to don't use this home theater bypass for other things like CD player and stuff like that, because it could damage your speaker, because it's just the M2si will be a power amplifier without the preamp section, so you will have all the power on your speaker. So just use it for home theater. And then you got a pre-out where you can connect, for example, your subwoofer, like I did it with the Velodyne Digital Drive Plus, to have more headrooms, dynamic and playing in an accuracy way the deep notes. Also when you use small bookshelf speaker. And that's it, you will not find a Bluetooth, you will not find a digital to analog converter, you will not find a phono stage. Remember what I told you? Less is more. But let's move on and let me break it down. The chassis look very solid, well builded, wooden heavy metal materials, also for all the buttons. Beautiful cut and edges. The remote control look probably a little bit more vintage, but everything you need is there, so it's fine. Something strange happened to me when I was using the volume control. I was just giving a little bit more on volumes, and for some reasons it didn't start to rotate because he's doing this in automatic, and then from one point to another he started to rotate in automatic and giving a lot of power to my speaker. Then I had to stop it with my hands, otherwise I could break my speaker. This was something unusual. It happened to me one time in the time that I had it here, and then didn't happen again. I don't know exactly what's happened with the remote control, but something was freeze. Now, if you have the same problem, or it's happened to you to have the same problem, I hope not. In any case, you got 5 years warranty, so don't worry about it. Specs are incredible for this price range. 72 watt in 8 ohm and 137 watt in 2.4 ohm. Thanks also to the toroidal transformer and the linear power supply that are able to give 22 volt RMS and 62 volt peak and 25 ampere peaks of current. And that's something crazy. I was able to drive actually my Sonus Faber Serafino, and you know that these are a very high-end speaker without any problem. Of course we don't have the bass control and accuracy that I have with more expensive gears, but at least it sounds good. I could enjoy the sounds and listen for music without any problem. And I'm not finished. You got actually a preamp sections in class A, pure class A, so you can use it for drive up, for example, a power amplifier like I did in I will let you in the description the video that I did where I recorded with my new microphone, the SE4400A. Very nice, very sweet microphone. Really, these microphones are very amazing. I was driving the MC312, my Macintosh power amplifier, with the new ELAC S50 Plus Pro that I use it like DAC and network player, and the result was amazing, really beautiful. Look the video and let me know what about it. So regarding the setup test, I use it for home theater and also hi-fi system with my two reference hi-fi system. In home theater, I use it in a 2-channel system connected to the Velodyne digital drive plus 10. Amazing subwoofer, one of the best that I never tried. Look the review that I will let also in the description. Hi-Fi entry level I tested with the Wurftel Evo 4.1, ELAC debut 62, review in the description, Sonus Faber Sonetto 1 and Acoustics 3030E. The overall tonality of the M2si is, in my opinion, something between analytical and V-shapes. Neutral and also very balanced, making the details in voices and instruments very clean, very clear, with good textures and air. It's punchy with a great reproduction of dynamic and a superb transient response, with strong impact. Definitely effortless sound. I was listening most of the time with the volume knob at 25%, and that's crazy because it was already very loud. Is aggressive? Probably a little bit, and we will see later that a properly matching speaker is important. Through the well-defined bass is presented the source material in faithfully and detailed way, giving you the impression that the deep bass is something more speaker dependent rather than the amplifier. I'm saying speaker dependent because sometimes it's crazy how you can confuse the bass type. Take for example 2 songs from Dua Lipa, one with John Elton, the new one called Heart, and you will see that the bass, these songs probably is very hard to run without a subwoofer, and you will notice that without a subwoofer you need something is missing in the bass. And take another one also with Dua Lipa and Calvin Harris, One Kiss, and you will see that the bass is full and very nice to hear also without a subwoofer. So sometimes speaking about bass is not easy, you have to be careful to which song, because every songs are different and bass is different. So saying bass is something that in my opinion is not correct. There is very different type of bass, so we have to be really careful when we speak about bass. But the M2si about bass is really not a problem with any type of speaker. Dynamic is epic and transient response are so realistic and three-dimensional, especially in kick drums, for example. Take Tiffany Corporation's The Forgotten People. It just sounds perfect. I love these songs because inside there is so much instruments and percussions. I love percussion because I play actually percussion, so I could recognize the sounds of percussions in a very faithful way. It was very three-dimensional, very holographic and realistic. Do I have to Alphonse Mouzon By All Means album? Scott Edwards on the bass is something magic. Mid-range is extra clean and clear on voices, have this beautiful contrast and intelligibility that is very realistic. Voices are a little bit airy, not so much, but they are a little bit definitely airy, and I like it. I like to hear these voices extensions, like you have this feel of air coming out from the voices. For example, China Moses Put It On The Line is a beautiful example of forwarded voices that is projecting itself from the speaker directly in front of you, and actually have a very nice imaging. You can feel the singer, the bass, the saxophone on the left, very nice. Adele, Easy On Me, so much detailed and textures on voices with a beautiful Adele voice extension. Treble definitely are energetic, well extended and with a tons of details. So definitely I enjoy the M2si in hi-fi system, but also in home theater. I found that it's actually perfect for both, because with the home theater bypass mode you have one device that is doing both. Regarding the comparison I did here. I have here right now, for now, I hope in the future to have more, only the Rotel A11 tribute, that is review coming soon. I hope. I'm going crazy. I have a lot of things to doing. I have to give priority to the device that I receive, and I have sometimes only 1 week, 2 weeks to review it, and sometimes it's very hard. So I have to give priority to these things and let it, what I have, it is at home, but it's coming. The Rotel A11 is a beautiful amplifier, very nice. As I told you, I will prepare the review. It's more sweet. It don't have this punch and this aggressivity of the M2si. It's more sweet, more gentle, and I found, in my opinion, that it was working a little bit better, for example, with the ELAC that we reviewed last week, and also with the Wardell Evo 4.1. When I connected the M2si with the ELAC, for example, was too much aggressive. I found that the treble especially was too bright, crispy, and definitely the M2si, in my opinion, is not a good matching amplifier for the ELAC. But for example, with the Acoustics 3030E and the Sonetto one, beautiful, really beautiful. I could just give the right power and the right synergy to the Sonetto one, that actually are high-end bookshelf speaker, not a budget speaker, and the more budget Acoustics 30E. Also review is coming, beautiful speaker, really beautiful. So I'm really afraid that there will be a positive review. Anyway, so the M2si is definitely full of body with his presence in every songs, very dynamic, very powerful, punchy, beautiful. With rock is, oh, if you like rock, this integrated amplifier is just perfect. The soundstage is not extended only deep, that I told you in the song that I tested, that is projecting these voices, and every voice is in front of you, but it's extended also in width with a very spacious feeling. But where this integrated amplifier is giving, in my opinion, the best is in the imaging, that is actually laser focused, impressive. You can focus on every instrument without any problem. So I will not put in the contra also that is missing of phono stage and digital to analog converter, but there is something that I would like to see in this budget, at least in this price range, and is a dedicated headphone output. Because sometimes I'm sitting on the couch, my girlfriend is watching some programs that I don't like, and maybe I want to use the headphones, so headphones output will be really nice to have it at this price range. So in the end you got an integrated amplifier with a retail price that for me is crazy. You can use it for home theater, hi-fi, but also if, for example, in the future you want to do an upgrade, you just take in consideration a power amplifier and you can still use the M2si like a pure class A preamp. From Med Audio is everything. I hope did you enjoy the video. Subscribe to the channel. We have to reach 10k before the end of this year. I don't know if it's something that I will do it, but I need your help to grow up, because if I grow up I will give you always more with more. When I say more, is more, okay? So help me to reach 10k. Subscribe to the channels, ring the bell to have the notification every time I upload a new video, because also I'm coming with a lot of records unboxing, and that's important because just last day I was buying these beautiful records from Black Hatchet Souls, and oh god, the quality of the cover was not nice. There was a lot of puffs and crack in the records. We need more quality records, guy, what to say. Anyway, I think that unboxing the records is something nice, because I can also give you some suggestions of new music that I like, because I like this music and you can see, and also tell me if you like it, and also I want some suggestions from you, so let it in the description. Matt, hear these songs because it's nice, or this album. But you know, I love jazz, so 80% of what I'm buying is actually jazz. But I'm open-minded. Just heavy metal, I'm still not there. But everyone have his own taste, right? Okay, guys. This amplifier with rock and heavy metal is just perfect. He's giving you everything with heavy metal and rock. So if you love heavy metal and rock, this amp is the one for you. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah, that's impressive. How much I'm missing. Feelings in my heart. Oh, how much you're messing with me. 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 How much you're messing with me.